Hello everybody! Hey! We are live again and today's topic is exciting as usual, but the big question is, have you ever been so close to success or you succeeded and only ultimately to totally mess it up and something goes wrong and you have no idea why it's happening? Or you know people that become so successful and we all admire them, and suddenly something is happening and they mess it up. If you want to know what's going on with them and how to counter it, because it's called fear of success, stay tuned because it's an exciting show tonight, and let's get started in just a moment. Hello, once again. Yes, welcome. It's going to be an exciting show tonight. We're going to talk about fear of success. And it's going to be really great. Now, wherever you are, if you are at work, or if you are by any chance even drive while you're listening to this video, keep on going what you are doing. And maybe you're drinking coffee or you're sitting in a restaurant. Keep on doing what you were doing before. Just continue doing it. Let the video play in the background. You will pick up whenever it becomes interesting to you. Maybe you stop what you're doing, but keep on driving. For those people who are in Puchong, please watch out. Don't go to Puchong right now. It's flooded. There was heavy rain. The roads are flooded. I hope all of you guys in Puchong, listening in here in Puchong, are safe. And if you are there, you're sitting in the offices, hopefully you have a chance to really actually listen into this beautiful live feed on fear of success today, all right? And of course, if I were to ask you, please like this video, because hey, it's important to me that you like this video, because hey, I like you, you like me, we are a happy family. I'm singing like Barney here. Would be nice, would be cool if you like that video so that we could, get a little bit more traction along that line. Of course, please remember always, it is your video, it is your time. Ask your questions. If you have questions about fear of success, it's an important topic to know about it. So feel free to always ask your question. That's the most important part of that session, that I'm able to answer your question. And hey, if I don't know how to answer your question, I'll definitely find the answers later today or tomorrow. And of course, along that line, it would be also great if you tag a friend. Tag a friend, it's like this little thing that you need to type in there, and you type your friend's name, and then your friend's name will pop up and they will get notified that there's an exciting session going on for them. And that would be great. Would be really great if you would help me there out to really make it an exciting session, okay? And of course, if you tune in later, it would always be nice to know in the replay or so where you're coming from, what you're doing, what's your job like, who are you overall, and if you along that line realize that what you hear is great, then just type in NLP rocks. Okay, I want to keep that one open. NLP rocks, because I'm an NLP trainer. My name is Andreas Dorn. I forgot to introduce myself as usual. My name is Andreas Dorn. I'm working in a company called Asia Mind Dynamics. You can see it here in the back. It's called Asia Mind Dynamics. It's my company. It's a certified NLP training company. We are specialized in what's going on inside here, the mind overall. But now let's get started in the show, and let's talk about really what's going on when there is this fear of success. Now, most of us have learned about the concept of fear of failure. Fear of failure is like we don't want to do something. We are doing something and then we are incredibly worried that ultimately, hey, we actually fail along that line. And it's also a reason why some people don't want to get started also, or the fear of failure is so deeply drilled inside of us that we are worried about failing overall, and we want to make it beautiful, we want to make it perfect, we want to make it cool, everything. I gotta adjust my body a little bit. That's a fear of failure. The fear of success. Fear of success is much more hidden. Because hey, we do know of course, hey, everybody claims, I want to be successful. It's great to be successful. It's wonderful to be successful, and yeah, most people dream about successful. Whatever they decide, of course, as being successful. It's a different definition altogether. Your success is different from my success, from your neighbor's success. Everybody's got a different one. But there is a fear of success. And as I was researching for this topic here, I came really about one powerful, let me just switch that off, one powerful quote. You most likely know this quote, maybe you have heard it before, but it gave me the shivers. It really, I want you to lock it into your neurology. It's such an amazing, such a powerful quote. It's a long quote, but it's a powerful quote. So listen out carefully, you know. Let me switch this one off here, take a friend. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are we? Who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Now, of course, I don't know if you believe in God or not, but just leave it as it is right now. And I didn't want to interfere with this quote right now. You're playing small, does not serve the world, and that is fitting so much to many of us. I hear it so often. I don't want to play out myself because I want to be humble. I want to be nice. I want to take care overall. That I want to step on people's toes. But hey, it is not about that one. You know, who are you? Who are you not to be? You are playing small. Does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. What a powerful statement, my goodness. We are all meant to shine as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. What a powerful quote that is. Lock it into your neurology because it's such a great stuff. Now, some of you know the story I'm going to share with you in just a moment, just now. But I was one time in one of our training, I was asked, Andreas, would you like to speak in front of 4,000 people? And I thought like, yeah, why not? Hey, I speak in front of 400 people or 500 people or even 50 people. Doesn't matter. It's about engaging and I like it a lot. But then I realized, whoa, suddenly a little fear creeped up inside me. Saying like, who am I to speak in front of 4,000 people? Can I really do it? I knew, hey, when I were to step up into 4,000 people, it would accelerate. Something would really happen and be really great. And I would love to speak in front of 4,000 people. But at that point of time, I felt a great fear. Something happened. And I was a bit worried and scared of not stepping up overall. And then I had to really think, and at a point for you to consider, I really had to think what's going on that I like when I'm speaking in front of 20 people or 50 people or 100 people or 200 people. And if you know me and if you have been in my training, of course, you do know already what's really going on, what I need to have when trainings happen, when conferences happen, when speeches happen. And something needs to happen for me to be totally excited about it. There's a certain setting in a speech, in a conference. And once I had that clear in my mind, it became okay for me to step up in front of 4,000 people and really make the speeches happening. Same, of course, you do know in the meantime, many of you or some of you know that I launched online courses. We have a membership platform now. But I promise you, it wasn't easy. It was strange for me. Something happened inside me. And I remember it, and it was frightening. It was frightening to the core of myself. That I knew, hey, if I press this button of going live, then there's no stopping back. People might sign up for the course and enjoy it or not enjoy it. Some people might hate it and not like it. Some people might love it, and I hope you'll love it. But that was like, whoa, when I pressed, close to pressing that button, I felt that shrinking inside me again. But then I thought like, wow, I worked so hard to get it done. I pressed the click, the return button, and it gave me the chills, it gave me thrills, and then I locked that feeling deep inside me, and I loved it. And I never looked back, because again, I knew when the fear came up, it was a fear of success. What will happen if I'm gonna make it happen? If I'm stepping up and I succeed, and why? So the challenge really, really, really is that we are not really ready for success sometimes. And most people step back because, hey, if we want to have success, if we want to have success, success, yes. What do I want to show you? Okay. Success is the right one that I wanted to show you. Give me a moment. See, luckily, okay, yes. Want to have success, is giving excuses for not getting things done. But I'm not yet there, of course, because success is more, hey, thanks for joining me. Success is more complex than failure. We know failure. We are certain about failure sometimes. We know how to run failure. We know when certain things go wrong and go haywire and we freak ourselves out and we fail, desperately failing sometimes, But we know we can build ourselves up again. We know how to step up. We know what it takes to keep moving forward, as Sylvester Stallone said in this beautiful movie, Rocky. Keep moving forward until you succeed. That's possible. We know how to manage fear of failure. But we know how to have learned with this. We have learned to get up and keep going. But the crucial part is that we've worked toward our success and something flipped and it didn't go right. And that's the complexity of success. It freaks us out sometimes. Success is scary for some people, for many people, And fear of success stops many people from moving on. And then they end up, and here we are getting right now, they end up giving excuses for not wanting to make the changes. If you know NLP, you know the cause and effect. There are people who are saying like, yeah, they're blaming circumstances. They're blaming the relationship they're in. They're blaming of not having enough time, money, busy already anyway. They're blaming circumstances around themselves for not wanting to make the changes, So it's really tough for some people, and we are getting there. Now let me give you some ideas of how you can identify if you are a victim of the fear of success. It's huge. For example, if you are going for success and then it's undone. You're going to get rich, you get a lot of money and you lose it. You have a promotion and then you get fired, for example. The moment you think you succeed, ultimately it seems to slip away from your life. Suddenly something is happening and you don't know what happened again. Fear of success is happening. You are in a relationship. You are in a beautiful relationship. You like it a lot and it is great. And suddenly you find things that go wrong in that relationship with your partner. You're finding mistakes. You don't feel good about it. You don't want to get out again. Fear of success is setting in and the relationship breaks up. And again, you wonder, how come my relationships always break up? Fear of success. You get a promotion. And suddenly you thought you worked so hard to get to that promotion, and ultimately suddenly you mess it up. The project goes wrong, you're coming late to meetings, your tongue slipped and you said something maybe nasty in the crowd, in a meeting or so, and you didn't know where the heck is that one coming from. And then suddenly it is like, whoa, you're failing, and then you are not getting it done, and you might get fired or demoted again. And you wonder how come you just suddenly had the success and it slipped through your fingers. Procrastinating. If you're sitting there and you're procrastinating on critical projects and you don't know exactly how to get started on that one, or you'd rather sit in front of, hey, Netflix or Facebook or whatever it is, and you know you need to work on, but it's something is holding you back. And yay, I welcome you. I would like to know who's just joined me. It would be lovely if you let me know who you are, so I can say hello to you, I can give a shout out to you. It would be lovely to know who you are. Introduce yourself for just a moment, so I know you are here. And if you ever had a situation I just described, and there was a fear of success within yourself, the fear of like, what will happen if I am succeeding? And then maybe stepping back, hey Millie, good to see you, hello. And Millie, since you are here, if you know, hey, yes, Renee, was it just you? I think it was just you. If you, yes, Renee, good to see you as well. If you think a friend of yours need to watch this video, need to watch it, tag them in, share this video on your timeline, like it a lot, even if you're just joining me, liking it. Please, 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 I like likes, as you do know. Tag a friend in the comment box so they can get notified about this video. It would be lovely if you were to do this as well, of course. I would love to. And of course, again, if you think it's important, ask your questions about the fear of success. Fear of failure, as I mentioned earlier, the fear we are more used to. It's more familiar to us, sadly enough, when things don't go haywire. Fear of failure is when we achieve something, or we do, and it slips from our hands, it slips out of our hands and we are messing it up, or we are succeeding and then we are sabotaging ourselves and it goes haywire and boom, things go wrong and we're losing it out totally. It's also, as I mentioned just now earlier, it's, for example, we're going home and we actually have a ton of energy still. We know we need to do something, but I'd rather watch Netflix. I'm not sponsoring Netflix here, of course, we do know we need to work on something. It is not relaxing. I like to watch Netflix, but for me it's about relaxing. But for some people it's just about spending time, and they know deep inside their head it's a niggling urge, I need to do something, but somehow they just can't get started. Coming late to meetings. Many times, if you know people who are coming late to meetings, it is also one of those reasons where people are saying like it's a fear of success. Or postponing the meeting last second. Something goes, you're saying like, hey, I'm sick right now, or I'm stuck in a traffic, or I forgot the meeting. Oh my God. Fear of success. And if you are experiencing fear of success, if you are working your thing and you're getting thin in your mind, you're snapping at people. You're snapping at people because they never do things your way. You're looking for this perceived perfection and it just doesn't work. And you wonder how come suddenly something doesn't work out anymore. You're snapping at people and they say like, what's wrong with you? How come you are like so thin in your skin? It's like also fear of success, a strong failure of success, fear of success, not failure, fear of success. So it's really about that situation when we want to step up and we are having it and it's just missing it out. And why is that the case? Well, giving excuses, of course, it's like what we were saying earlier and what was in the quote. We have the fear, the wrong fear of not wanting to stand out. We want to be in the common crowd. Why do we want to stand out? Why is it like that we should be different from other people? We rather disappear in the crowd and not standing out, because who are we? Saying in our mind, who am I to step up? Who am I? Yes, you deserve to step up actually. And the fear of being blamed by others, of hey, not being humble enough. We want the fear of change, and that's an important part. We talked about it a couple of times earlier, the fear of change. Because change means, the fear of change means upheaval. You need a change if you suddenly get this ton of money coming in. You have to do a different thinking. If you suddenly go from overweight to fitting into your jeans again, there's a fear of change, because what will people say? How will you act? How will you behave around people? How will you respond back to them? And they suddenly come up to you, hey, Mr. A, Miss C, you have suddenly lost weight, and you feel like, oh my goodness, how do I act there? You might think like, how do I hang out? Who will hang out with me if I'm slimming down again? It sounds funny, but change requires different activities. So many people just don't want to change and give excuses. I just can't lose weight. Money is not for me. Who am I to step out? I'm just not a leader. I'm always not making it anyway. These are the signs, the excuses of not wanting to make changes, the fear of success. Yeah, and I just talked about the impact of change that change will have. If you have been overweight your whole life, and suddenly you lose weight, you lose your 50, 60 pounds or whatever stuff, things will change. If you always had a certain income, things will change. If you're no longer in the short-term relationship that always break up, but you're able to build a long-term relationship, you gotta act differently. Some people can't tolerate it. The unconscious mind is running programs to help us sabotage our success. Of what we thought will make us happy, of what we thought will make us successful, make us feel great and getting out of the rat race and make the changes, suddenly something happens inside of us and it just doesn't work anymore. So what can NLP? Hey, I'm an NLP trainer. Really, what can NLP do to you to make it happen? First of all, please remember, there is the cause and effect equation. Please think, remember, realize that already thinking about you are responsible for everything that happens in your life. Who else? You are the responsible person. Nobody else. You are not an effect. You are not allowed to give excuses. The effect stands also for excuses. Giving excuses for not getting things done. You deserve to be responsible, taking accountability for your life. Get comfortable with success. It sounds as easy as it is. Yeah, we always say, I'm getting comfortable with success. Take small steps. If you need to get comfortable, if you're not used to big success, take small steps. If you're working in a company, ask for smaller projects. Or not a leading role immediately. Get used to stepping out of your comfort zone and start to enjoy the feeling that something is really, really happening if you start to change and start enjoying it. Lock that feeling in within yourself. Also, remember, remind yourself every single day, be grateful for success and remind yourself that you deserve success in your life. It sounds strange, but we are so mindful of failure, so mindful of not getting things done, that we sometimes don't realize we deserve success. Everybody deserves success. Everybody needs to change, because how else can you make an impact in your life? How else if you are not believing that you deserve the success? To make it really easy for you, of course, as well, set goals. Know what you want, not just the annual resolutions, New Year's Eve resolution that everybody forgets, but set goals throughout your days, throughout the weeks, months, of what you want to achieve every single day. Know the 3-4 items you really want to work through in your training, in your situation overall, where you are right now. Identify your outcomes. So identify your outcomes. Goals We are more used to fail sometimes. We are trained to use. But the outcomes means describing how the outcome would look like if you have achieved your goal. What comes next? Basically, what comes next beyond the goal, beyond the outcome. And that is crucial if you have a fear of success. What comes next after success? Because most of the time we are used to failing. We are used to sabotaging ourselves. We are believing we don't deserve to be successful. So you have to start thinking beyond your goals, beyond your outcomes, and really imagine, visualize intensively of what comes next, beyond. Because most of the time, I promise you, it can happen that you think like beyond your outcomes, yeah, I'm going to fail anyway. Get used to succeeding, play it out in your mind, and once you have that, work your way towards now. From then, you have achieved your goal. Toward now, develop milestones you need to have, you need to achieve in order to know that you are achieving your goal. That is important. Because if you don't have the milestones, then you don't know that you are moving towards success. And these action steps you need to take are those little steps that brings you out of your comfort zone and makes you feel uncomfortable. All right? Now let me see what else I wanted to share with you. Yes, I want you also to join. First of all, please get your free course at Asia Mind Dynamics. Like our videos in YouTube. Join our Facebook group, the NLP Master Academy. Good stuff is happening there. Like this video, please like this video. Like it. All right, like it. Share it across your timeline. Tag in friends. Comment some more below so I do know things is really moving here, and I'm answering your questions as you are typing that question in. And that's for me for today. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you next week in another Facebook Live on Let's Talk NLP. Thank you very much, and remember, you create your life. Thank you.